Hello students, let's solve more examples of differential equation where the roots of auxiliary equation are complex roots. So next example is solve the equation d square minus 2d plus 5 y is equal to 0. So given equation is in solution. Given equation is, this is given equation, that is we can write it as f of d into y is equal to 0, where what is f of d? F of d is d square minus 2d plus 5. Therefore auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0, that is m square minus 2m plus 5 is equal to 0. This is auxiliary equation. Now the factors of this equation cannot be found in real number. Okay, so we need to use the formula of minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon twice a. Therefore m is equal to, now here b is minus 2, a is 1, c is 5. So minus b means minus of minus 2 will be 2 plus minus square root of b square, that will be 4, minus 4ac upon twice a, that is 2 plus minus square root of 4 minus 20, that is minus 16 upon 2, that will be 2 plus minus 4i upon 2, which will be equal to 1 plus minus 2i. Okay, therefore roots of auxiliary equation are 1 plus minus 2i, which is complex root. Okay, therefore what will be its general solution? Therefore general solution is, so general solution is y is equal to what? Real part is 1, imaginary part is 2. So c1 e raised to 1 into x cos of 2x, because imaginary part is 2, plus c2 e raised to x sin of 2x. Okay, we can write it as, we can take e raised to common, c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. Okay, that is general solution. Next example. Solve the equation d square plus 9 into y is equal to 0. So in solution, given equation is, this is given equation which can be written as f of d into y is equal to 0, where what will be f of d? F of d is d square plus 9. Therefore auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. Auxiliary equation f of m is equal to 0, that is f of m can be written as f of m square plus 9 is equal to 0. That is, what will be m square? M square is minus 9. Therefore m will be square root of minus 9. Therefore m will be plus or minus 3i. Okay, which is same as 0 plus minus 3i, which is complex roots. Complex root. Therefore general solution is, general solution of given differential equation is y is equal to, we can take so we can take e raised to 0x common, or let us write down c1 e raised to 0x cos 3x plus c2 e raised to 0x sin 3x. We know that e raised to 0 is 1, so it will be c1 cos 3x plus c2 sin 3x. Okay, this is general solution. Now next example. Now if the complex roots are repeated, then what happen? Then the case we have already used, that we for repeated, if the some root repeated twice, then we use c1 plus c2x e raised to that root into x. So we will use the same technique here. So let us solve example. Solve the equation d raised to 4 plus 8d square plus 16y is equal to 0. So in solution, given equation is, this is given equation, that is, this equation is f of d into y is equal to 0, where what is f of d? F of d is d raised to 4 plus 8d square plus 16 is equal to 0. Sorry, plus 16. Therefore, auxiliary equation is, what will be auxiliary equation? F of m is equal to 0, that is m raised to 4 plus 8m square plus 16 is equal to 0. This is auxiliary equation. Now you can observe that this is square of m square plus 8. Okay, m square plus 8 bracket square, we get, sorry, m square plus 4, it is square of m square plus 4. Okay, square of this plus 2 into these two numbers, 8m square plus 4 square, that will be 16. Therefore, what we get here, m square is equal to minus 4, and how many times? Twice, because it is square there. So m square is equal to minus 4. So what this implies? M is equal to what? Square root of minus 4 means plus minus 2i. It is twice. That is, we get the root of auxiliary equation as 0 plus minus 2i. How many times? 2 times. Okay. Therefore, general solution is, y is equal to, now roots are repeated 2 times. Okay, this is a complex root. For complex root, a plus minus bi, so what is for a plus minus ib, what is general solution? Y is equal to c1 e raised to ax cos bx plus c2 e raised to ax sin bx. Okay, this is for complex root a plus minus bi. Now here 0 plus minus 2 I repeated 2 times, therefore our general solution will be c1 plus c2x e raised to 0x cos 2x plus, here again, c3 plus c4x e raised to 0x sin 2x. Okay, now e raised to 0x is, we use this formula, and root is repeated 2 times, therefore we have taken here c1 plus c2x and here c3 plus c4x. And now we know that e raised to 0x is 1, therefore this is same as c1 plus c2x cos 2x plus c3 plus c4x into sin 2x. Okay. Next example, solve the equation d raised to 4 plus 18d square plus 81 into y is equal to 0. So in solution, given equation is, this is given equation, that is f of d into y is equal to 0, where f of d is d raised to 4 plus 18d square plus 81. Therefore, auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. That is, that will be m raised to 4 plus 18m square plus 81 is equal to 0. Now you can observe that it is same as m square plus 9 bracket square is equal to 0. Square of this m raised to 4 plus 2 into m square into 9, 18, m square plus 9 square, 81. That is, what we get? M square is equal to minus 9. We get it twice. Okay, we get it twice. So it is plus minus 3i. Okay, it is plus minus 3i, and it is also repeated, means because here is square. Okay, so m square is minus 9 is twice, that is plus minus 3i, it is twice. So root of auxiliary equation, m square is minus 9, therefore m is plus minus 3i 2 times, that is we can write plus minus 3i as 0 plus minus 3i, it is twice. Okay, therefore general solution is, so general solution will be y is equal to, it is 2 times repeated, so c1 plus c2x e raised to 0x cos 3x plus c3 plus c4x e raised to 0x sin 3x, that it is same as c1 plus c2x cos 3x plus c3 plus c4x sin 3x. Okay, take some examples for homework. Solve the equations 1 d square minus 2d plus 2 into y is equal to 0, d square plus 6d plus 13 into y is equal to 0, d square minus 4d plus 7 into y is equal to 0, d raised to 4 plus 2d cube plus 10d square into y is equal to 0, and fifth d raised to 6 plus 9 d raised to 4 plus 24 d square plus 16 into y is equal to 0. Okay, so solve these examples, take it as homework. Now up to this, which differential equations we have solved? We solved all equations which are homogeneous, means whose right hand side was 0. We solved such type of equation. Now in general, if right hand side is not 0, means if the differential equation is f of d into y is equal to x, if this side is not 0, then this equation is non-homogeneous equation. Then the general solution of this equation, I am writing GS, general solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. That is complementary function plus particular integral. What? General solution of non-homogeneous equation. Okay, now if this part is 0 means what? Now first let us consider, or let us take one thing, that particular integral calculated for non-homogeneous equation means what? Using this part. Okay, using this part particular integral of differential equation is calculated. Okay, and general solution is addition of these two. Now if the differential equation is homogeneous, means what happen? Means this part will be 0, means in that case particular integral does not exist, means general solution is same as complementary function. Therefore up to now we solved examples, all was homogeneous, therefore whatever general solution was, that was nothing but complementary function. Now let us solve examples of a non-homogeneous type. Okay, means here is some non-zero function of this type. Okay, so in that case particular integral exists, so general solution will be addition of complementary function plus particular integral. Now complementary function we have seen, up to this we have seen how to calculate it. Okay, and now let us see how the particular integral is calculated. So first let us write down these things. Let f of d y is equal to x is differential equation with constant coefficients. Okay, it is linear differential, so it is linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Its auxiliary equation is from f of d, that is f of m is equal to 0. So using this we calculate complementary function. Okay, so and its solution is we call this solution as complementary function, that is for homogeneous, that is general solution. So it has C1 plus, all were constant. Okay, all constant. You can see examples solved up to now. So complementary function is this. And particular integral or particular solution, formula for that is 1 upon f of d into x. This is formula for particular integral. In complementary function, there exists constant in each term. All constant means what? C1 plus, in each term of addition there will exist a constant. But in particular integral, this is the formula for particular integral, there will be no constant. Okay, and general solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. It is complementary function plus particular integral. Okay, general solution of differential equation is addition of these two, but for homogeneous this part is 0, so we only calculate complementary function. But for non-homogeneous differential equation we need to calculate both of these values, and from both values we get general solution. Okay, now so write down up to this. After that, now how to now this is formula for particular integral. So particular integral is 1 upon f of d into x. Now there are methods. What is this x? Depending on that there are methods. So we will see one by one all the types. So we will see if x is equal to e raised to x, if x is equal to x raised to m, like this there are cases. So let us see first case. So that is type 1. If x is equal to e raised to ax, then x is equal to e raised to ax means which x? In f of d, y is equal to x. If this x is of this form, e raised to ax, then the formula is particular integral is equal to, so 1 upon, formula for particular integral is 1 upon f of d into x. So x is here e raised to ax. So this value is same as, replace this d by this a, that is 1 upon f of a into e raised to ax. So when f of a is not equal to 0. Okay, and if f of a is equal to 0, then the formula for particular integral is 1 upon d minus a raised to r e raised to ax is equal to x raised to r upon r factorial into e raised to x. F of a is equal to 0, then we use this formula. Second, if f of a is non-zero, then we just replace this d by this a. Okay, now here for second formula, 1 upon d minus a raised to r, this r we will use it as x raised to r upon r factorial into e raised to x. Now let us solve some examples. In examples you will get more clear about this formula. Just write down these two formulas. Now let us solve examples. So first example, solve d square minus 3d plus 2 into y is equal to e raised to x plus e raised to 3x plus 3. Now in this example, this is non-homogeneous. First of all, this example is non-homogeneous, means we need to find out its general solution is addition of complementary function and particular integral. So complementary function we know how to solve it using this we get auxiliary equation f of m is equal to 0, and we know how to find out complementary function using that. Now to solve particular integral. Now you can see that in right hand side all are of the form e raised to ax. Okay, so e raised to x, e raised to x. Here is only 3. 3 can be written as 3 into e raised to 0x. We can write it as, because it is 1. Okay, so now let us solve it. So this is given equation. So in solution, this is given equation. We can write it as f of d into y is equal to x. This is our x now. Therefore, from this auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. That is, what is our f of d? D square minus 3d plus 2. So from that auxiliary equation will be m square minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, its factors are m minus 1, m plus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, m is equal to 1 and minus 2. Therefore, complementary function. Now I am not writing general solution. I am writing complementary function because it is non-homogeneous equation, and for non-homogeneous equation general solution is addition of complementary function and particular integral, and for homogeneous function general solution is same as complementary function. So complementary function is equal to roots are 1 and minus 2, which are real and distinct. So its solution will be c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x. Let us give it equation 1. Okay, next we will find out what particular integral. Now, so particular integral is equal to, formula is 1 upon f of d into x, which is equal to, what is f of d? So f of d is d square minus 3d plus 2. So which factors can be? D minus 1, d plus 2. So 1 upon d minus 1 or and 1 upon d minus 1 and, sorry, here factors are m minus 1 and m minus 2, not m plus 1. So factors are m minus 1, m minus 2. So m is 1 and 2. Okay, m is 1 and 2. Therefore complementary function is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x. So particular integral 1 upon f of d into x. F of d can be written as d minus 1 into d minus 2. Our x is, this is our x. So our x is e raised to x plus e raised to 3x plus 3. This is our x. Now let us separate each of these e raised to ax. So we can write it as, I am writing here. Therefore, particular integral is equal to, we separate, we multiply these two, each of these term. So we can write it as 1 upon d minus 1, d minus 2 into e raised to x plus 1 upon d minus 1, d minus 2 into e raised to 3x plus 1 upon d minus 1, d minus 2 into 3 can be written as 3 into e raised to 0x. Okay. Now, what is formula? Replace d by a. What is a here? E raised to ax. So, a is 1 in this case. Now, if we replace d by 1, what happen? 1 minus 1 will be 0. So, we will not put 1 here directly. And if we put d is equal to 1 here, it will be 1 minus 2. So I am writing this 1 upon, if we replace d by 1, so that will be 1 minus 2. Okay, in bracket I am writing again 1 upon this d minus 1 e raised to x plus. Next we replace d by, here a is 3, e raised to ax, a is 3, d by 3, d by 3. So what we get here after replacement? 1 upon 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2 into e raised to 3x plus. Here also we replace this 3 is constant as it is, upon we replace d by 0 because e raised to 0x. So a is 0. So 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2 into e raised to 0x, that which is 1. Okay. So which is equal to 1 upon 1 minus 2. So 1 upon this is minus 1. Now here we need to use the formula. If we replace this d by 1, what happen? 1 minus 1 is 0. So what is formula? We have just written 1 upon d minus a raised to r e raised to x is what? X raised to r upon r factorial. What is r here? Here power is 1. So x raised to, by formula, x raised to 1 upon 1 factorial into e raised to x. Okay, we need to use second formula because we get 0 here, and remaining simplify. So 1 upon 2 into 1 e raised to 3x plus 3 upon minus 1 into minus 2, this is 1. So what we get here? This is minus x e raised to x plus e raised to 3x upon 2, okay, plus here 3 upon 2. Okay, this is our particular integral. Hence general solution is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. What was our complementary function? c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to 2x. This was our complementary function, and our particular integral is this, that is minus x e raised to x plus e raised to 3x by 2 plus 3 by 2. Okay, this is our general solution. Okay, now write down one note. In examples we need these formulas, that sine hyperbolic ax, formula for this is e raised to ax minus e raised to minus ax by 2. Cos hyperbolic ax is equal to e raised to ax plus e raised to minus ax by 2. And if there is a raised to x, it can be written as e raised to x into log a. Okay, a raised to x can be written as e raised to x log a. Means here, if there is in non-homogeneous differential equation, if there is some sine hyperbolic, cos hyperbolic, or a raised to x, we can shift it to this form. Means what? We get e raised to ax type here. Okay, e raised to ax type everywhere. Okay, now let us stop here. In next lecture we will solve some more examples on it. Thank you.